Before going ahead, it is just to remind you that in our previous 3 videos of our Karbala video series, we have explored the roots and the unfolding of this tragic story. In the first video, The Beginning, Setting the Stage for Karbala, we explained the political and social tensions in Medina that led to the rise of Yazid. We discussed the contrast between Yazid's oppressive regime and the principles of justice upheld by Imam Hussain, setting the stage for the inevitable conflict. In our second video, Yazid's Rise to Power, the Caliphate's Dark Turn, we delved into how Yazid's manipulative ascent to power marked a significant departure from Islamic values. His demand for allegiance from Imam Hussain and the Imam's subsequent refusal underscored the moral and ethical divide between tyranny and righteousness, highlighting the deepening crisis within the Islamic world. The third video, The Call to Hussain, a Fateful Invitation from Kufa, detailed the desperate plea from the people of Kufa, urging Imam Hussain to lead them against Yazid's tyranny. We covered how this invitation and the Imam's brave decision to respond marked the beginning of his fateful journey from Mecca to Karbala. As we move forward, we encourage you to follow our channel and revisit these episodes to fully grasp the profound saga of Karbala. As the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, 60 AH, dawned on Mecca, the air hung heavy with a mix of anticipation and anxiety. The sacred city buzzed with pilgrims who had gathered from far and wide to perform the annual Hajj, their hearts filled with devotion and their voices raised in prayer. But amidst this sea of white-clad pilgrims, a small group stood apart, their hearts burdened with a heavy secret. Imam Hussain, his family and his loyal companions had made the difficult decision to forgo the pilgrimage. News of the tragic martyrdom of Muslim bin Aqil had reached them, casting a dark shadow over their spirits. The Kufans, who had once pledged their allegiance and eagerly awaited the Imam's arrival, had proven to be treacherous and unreliable. Fearful of bloodshed in the holy city and determined to avoid conflict during this sacred time, Imam Hussain announced his departure. His voice, filled with both sorrow and resolve, resonated through the camp as he urged his followers to prepare for the journey ahead. The air crackled with a mix of emotions as the news spread. The Imam family felt a surge of determination, ready to follow their Imam wherever he led them. Under the cover of night, they packed their belongings, their movements swift and silent. The moon cast long shadows as they made their way out of Mecca, their hearts heavy but their spirits unbroken. Their destination was unknown, but their faith in their Imam was unwavering. They had a journey that would change the course of history, a journey that would test their courage, their resilience, and their devotion to the truth. Their journey was shrouded in secrecy as they navigated the vast desert under the cloak of night. The vast expanse of sand stretched before them, an endless ocean of dunes bathed in the silvery moonlight. The rhythmic sound of camel hooves echoed through the stillness, their muffled steps a testament to their cautious progress. The air, usually hot and stifling during the day, was now cool and crisp, offering a momentary respite from the harsh sun. The stars twinkled above, their celestial dance a silent companion to the travelers. Each step they took was filled with both trepidation and determination. They knew the path ahead was fraught with uncertainty, but their faith in their Imam and their unwavering belief in their cause fueled their resolve. They carried with them the weight of their decision to leave Mecca, their hearts heavy with the knowledge of the sacrifices they were making. Yet there was also a sense of liberation, a feeling that they were stepping out of the shadows and into their destiny. Each step they took was filled with both trepidation and determination. They knew the path ahead was fraught with uncertainty, but their faith in their Imam and their unwavering belief in their cause fueled their resolve. They carried with them the weight of their decision to leave Mecca, their hearts heavy with the knowledge of the sacrifices they were making. Yet there was also a sense of liberation, a feeling that they were stepping out of the shadows and into their destiny. Along the way, they made several stops, each a brief oasis in the vast desert landscape. These were moments of respite where they could quench their thirst, rest their weary bodies, and offer their prayers. The Imam would gather his companions and family around him, his words a source of solace and strength. He would remind them of their purpose, of the importance of their journey, and of the sacrifices that lay ahead. Word of their departure reached Yazid's ears, causing a stir within his ranks. He had anticipated a direct confrontation, expecting Imam Hussain to gather forces and challenge his authority. Yet, the Imam's decision to leave Medina, his home city, where he commanded respect and influence, was a baffling move. Even more perplexing was his decision to leave Mecca during the Hajj, a time when he could have rallied support from the countless pilgrims who had flocked to the holy city. Yazid and his advisors were left to ponder the Imam's motives, their minds racing to decipher his enigmatic actions. They questioned why the Imam hadn't taken advantage of the vast crowds in Mecca to bolster his ranks and openly defy Yazid's rule. Surely the sight of the Prophet's grandson leading a movement against the tyrannical caliph would have ignited a fire of resistance in the hearts of many. Yet the Imam chose a different path, one shrouded in secrecy and uncertainty. Yazid's advisors speculated that perhaps the Imam was simply biding his time, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. They knew that the Imam was a man of great wisdom and strategic thinking, and they couldn't dismiss the possibility that he had a plan in motion, one that would catch them off guard. The uncertainty gnawed at them, their confidence shaken by the Imam's unexpected actions. The Imam's departure from Mecca had cast a long shadow of doubt over Yazid's rule. It was a silent yet powerful act of defiance, one that challenged the legitimacy of his authority and exposed the cracks in his regime. The questions surrounding the Imam's motives lingered in the air, adding to the growing sense of unease that permeated Yazid's inner circle. Their travels took them through the rugged terrain of the Arabian Peninsula, their path winding through towering hills and deep valleys. The landscape changed with every passing mile, from vast stretches of barren desert to rocky outcrops and hidden oases. The journey was arduous, with the scorching sun beating down upon them during the day and the cold desert wind whipping through their clothes at night. The nights were spent under the open sky, the twinkling stars their only canopy. They huddled together for warmth, their hearts comforted by the Imam's reassuring presence. He would often share stories of their ancestors, reminding them of their rich heritage and the sacrifices made by those who came before them. His words filled them with courage and hope, even as the challenges of their journey mounted. Along the way, they encountered various individuals, each with their own motives and intentions. Some offered them food and water, their faces etched with sympathy for their plight. Others, loyal to Yazid's regime, tried to dissuade them from their path, warning of the dangers that lay ahead. There were tense moments when messages were exchanged between the Imam and his adversaries, each side trying to gauge the other's intentions. Debates ensued, with the Imam eloquently defending his stance and exposing the tyranny of Yazid's rule. His words, like a beacon of light, pierced through the darkness of oppression, revealing the truth and inspiring those who sought justice. Even in the face of hostility and threats, the Imam remained steadfast, his resolve unwavering. He knew that their journey was not merely a physical one, but a spiritual one as well. They were not just traveling through the desert, they were traversing the landscape of their souls, confronting their fears and doubts and strengthening their faith. Each encounter, whether friendly or hostile, served as a test of their character, a chance to prove their commitment to their cause. The Imam's unwavering faith and his unwavering belief in the righteousness of their path inspired his companions and gave them the strength to endure the hardships of the journey. On the 1st of Muharram, 61 AH, the horizon stretched vast and unbroken before them. The sun, a fiery orb in the cloudless sky, cast long shadows on the parched earth. As they crested a final rise, the plains of Karbala unfurled before them, a seemingly endless expanse of barren land. The wind whispered through the dry reeds, carrying with it a sense of desolation and foreboding. Yet amidst this bleak landscape, Imam Hussain and his companions found a strange sense of peace. They had reached their destination, a place chosen by fate, a stage upon which their destiny would unfold. With practiced efficiency, they set up camp, their tents dotting the landscape like islands in a sea of sand. Women and children sought shelter from the harsh sun, their faces etched with a mixture of exhaustion and apprehension. The men, their hands calloused from the journey, worked tirelessly to secure the perimeter, their eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. Unbeknownst to them, this desolate plain would become their final stand, a place where their faith would be tested to its limits, their courage pushed to the brink, and their names etched in the annals of history. In this barren land, they would face a trial of unimaginable proportions, a battle against overwhelming odds. But even as they prepared for the unknown, their hearts remained steadfast, their resolve unwavering. Imam Hussain gathered his companions and family around him, his voice steady and reassuring. He spoke of the importance of their cause, of the sacrifices they had made, and of the greater purpose that awaited them. He reminded them of their ancestors, of the prophets and martyrs who had come before them, and of the legacy they were destined to leave behind. His words resonated with his followers, filling them with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. They knew that they were facing a formidable enemy, but they also knew that they were not alone. They had each other, they had their faith, and they had their Imam. whose unwavering courage and unwavering belief in the righteousness of their cause inspired them to face the unknown with heads held high. The plains of Karbala, once a silent and forgotten corner of the world, was about to witness an event that would shake the foundations of history. In this inhospitable land, a small band of believers would rise against tyranny, their sacrifice a testament to the enduring power of faith, courage, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. The battle that was about to unfold would be more than just a clash of arms. It would be a clash of ideologies, a battle for the very soul of Islam.